Hey everybody, this is Phyllis, southernfrugal.com, and we are back. Yes, after what seems like months and months to me, we have finished the house, and we will be signing the paperwork tomorrow to list the house. And so anyway, we are glad this is all over with. And I might add, it really was a test of our endurance doing the work outside, because we went through 2 heat waves. One of them was 17 days with temperatures in the triple digits, which was terrible. But anyway, we made it, and we're constantly praying for rain and cooler weather. So anyway, it's done now. And so this morning we're going to have a smoothie. I hope I'm back to regular recording. I hope that I am. I had been so long without fixing us anything, any kind of desserts that were sweet, that Mr. Bucky actually went to the store and bought ice cream sandwiches because he said he had to have something sweet, so he did that. But anyway, so this morning we're back. Now, we've been having regular smoothies every morning the whole time we have been working out in the yard and, you know, in the house. And I would have to tell you that the smoothies are what gave us the energy to do all this. So this morning in the smoothie we are having baby kale, and also using a small little cucumber and sort of a medium-sized carrot that I've already cut up. Get our vegetables in there. And also, because of having to spend so much time doing all this work we've been doing, when I fixed the cream of wheat and oatmeal together this time, instead of putting it in ice trays, I put it in 2 big blobs and froze it. And the only problem with that is it takes it forever to thaw out. So I actually put it in the microwave to get it started, but it's still somewhat frozen. So I just cut it into pieces and put it in there. So that's frozen, somewhat still frozen, oatmeal and cream of wheat, which I cook. And then I go ahead and usually put it in ice trays, but this time I did not. So because the kale tastes, well, let's put it this way, kale has a very strong taste, even the baby kale does. So I end up usually using 2 oranges, and I just cut them in little sections so I can get out those big seeds. And these are Valencia oranges, which I love. They're my favorite. I guess because I think they're a little sweeter than most oranges are. So I just cut those, cut it in about 4 different pieces, and usually any seeds are right there in the 2 middle sections. And I just pop those out real quick because I want the whole orange in there. I don't want to waste any of the fiber. Now see, there's a really big seed. See, they just pop right out when you cut the orange in sections like this. Although you could probably grind the seeds up in the Vitamix, it wouldn't really matter. And this morning we're having one large banana, which was previously frozen in the peeling, and I just squeezed the ends out, and that was Patrick that told me how to do that months and months ago. And then the middle section, I just squeeze it one end and squeeze the other end. That way you don't have any strings to have to pull off. So this morning we're also using some fresh strawberries, and I'm going ahead and using those because I don't want them to go bad. And I was going to make strawberry shortcake, but didn't have time, so this morning I'm using 5 dates and 3 cubes of almond butter, which is already partially thawed out. And these are the Medjool dates. It's Medjool. They're really sweet, and I've been getting those recently at Sam's Club because I can get them for half the price that I was paying at nuts.com. So makes it a lot better. I mean, I'm not using any ground up coconut in my smoothie simply because I don't have any coconut. And I haven't really looked for that at Sam's Club. They probably got it somewhere in bulk. But anyway, so even though I'm using the almond butter, I'm also going to use some peanut butter just to give us the extra protein. That's a good 2 tablespoons, maybe a little more. Yeah, y'all, we almost don't know how to act since we're not doing all this work anymore. And last night we both slept like logs, I promise you. I think we were just so relieved that everything was done. And you know, we had to, some of y'all questioned, why in the world are we doing all this work? Well, whoever buys this house will probably not have any maintenance at all, other than maybe washing the furnace filters for probably a good 2 years, maybe longer. And that's the way we wanted it. We wanted to give somebody a home that is like even a new home. You have maintenance of some kind. Even a brand new home you do. But we wanted to leave the home in the best shape probably that it's ever been in, and I think we've accomplished that. All right, 2 cups of filtered water, and I will have overage, which I will freeze. And by the way, freezing the overage has worked out great during this time we were doing all this work, because I fixed smoothies. The dogs are down drinking water. Can you hear them? They come in here when I'm recording. I don't know why, they just do. Anyway, forgot what I was saying. I guess that's a senior moment. I can't remember what I was saying. Oh yeah, about freezing this stuff. So I was making the fresh smoothies for 4 days, and then I would, with the overage, freeze that so we'd have enough for 3 days. So that was 3 mornings that I didn't have to make smoothies, and that I got that extra time. All right, we're going to grind this up. It'll take probably about a minute. It will actually grind up the strawberry seeds also. That's what a Vitamix can do. All right, we'll be back. All right, we got this all ground up. That's what it looks like. So we're going to have enough to have a large glass of the smoothie and enough to freeze. Actually is a pretty yellow this morning. Kind of a mustard yellow. Not sure why that is. Now, a lot of times a cucumber, especially if you use it with grapes, makes it taste like watermelon. To me, that's what it tastes like. So, okay, so we got a full tray. And I've actually got a little more left. I'm going to have to get out another tray in a minute here. Anyway, let's give this a taste. Sort of a mustard yellow this morning. I can't tell what it tastes like. I don't know. It's good. I can't tell. I can definitely taste the almond and the peanut butter this morning. All right, y'all, so we're ready to do something different. I don't know what we're going to do, but Mr. Bucky says we're going to the beach, and I don't know when we're going to do that, but we're going to get a lock box, a block box for the real estate that has combinations, so whoever wants to look at the house has to call the listing agent to get the combination, is my understanding, which will be good because that means we don't have to be here all the time. And let's see what else. Oh, we got the garage, what do they call that? The garage sill. Yeah, that's what it is. Because part of it had rotted. It wasn't really like termites, but I mean, it's like been there for what, 100 years? I don't know. And but anyway, he decided to just replace that whole sill on that whole side, and it looks really good. He's done a super job. And so Mr. Bucky wanted him to go ahead and paint the other 2 sides of the garage. He fixed all those boards on the back and everything. He's already done that. So I went out there probably 6 or 7 o'clock last night. It was still daylight, of course, to clean up, because my experience with workmen, I always have to do a bunch of cleanup when they get through. And to my great surprise, he had cleaned up the whole business. There was no sawdust. And so I thought, well, I know he hadn't cleaned up on the other side, like outside on the ground. I'm sure he didn't clean that up. So I go out there to check, and not only has he cleaned it up, he's raked it. I couldn't believe it. So in a few minutes, I was right back inside. Mr. Bucky said, well, did you get it all cleaned up that fast? And I said, no, he cleaned up everything. I mean, you couldn't even find sawdust anywhere. So I was very happy with that. All right, y'all, so we will see y'all next time. Mr. Bucky wants me to cook something sweet. He's just tired of never having anything sweet, and frankly, I am too. And I don't know, maybe we'll do some cookies later. I've got a recipe that was on the back of the sliced almond sliver thing that looked really good to me, and I was thinking about making that. But don't hold me to anything, y'all, because we are really tired. So anyway, we will see y'all next time. I hope y'all enjoyed the little house tour. I made that yesterday, and we did decide to not use the video to do with the real estate, on the site where he's going to show that, because he said it would be better if someone is thinking about buying the house to come in person and look at it. And when you do a video of the whole thing, you don't really get the effect that you do when you come in person. So anyway, but y'all got to see it. So, all right, we'll see y'all next time. Bye for now.